What's up, all my kaiju friends and fans? This is Phil, the Kaiju King, from my collection room here in Greater Cincinnati. In this video, I'll be doing a X Plus Versus Sakai edition, Yuji Sakai 30 centimeter edition, X Plus Versus. Sorry I haven't had any videos up in a couple, 3 weeks. I've been busy with life and stuff, and recently got switched last week and this week on my shift at work because a guy we work with went in the hospital, so I'm having to do a little bit extra, but it's okay. Now, as far as this here versus, let's take a trip back almost 30 years to 1991. Let's do it. All right, everybody, I'm back. Here they are. This versus is the X Plus Godzilla 1991 version 1 Yuji Sakai 30 centimeter line versus the X Plus Godzilla 1991 Yuji Sakai 30 centimeter version 2. These two are awesome, from a very good movie, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah from 1991, of course. Of course, this is the perennial Godzilla, especially this version 1. I think Toho has said when they envisioned Godzilla, this is what they envisioned, if I'm not mistaken, the Heisei Godzilla. And I think a lot of collectors feel like the 91 really captures the Heisei Godzilla in his best, in all his glory, so to speak. But I like both these figures. They're great. They're Sakai, so the detail on them is superb. Very excellent, very, very well done. Can't complain on either one, in my opinion. You can't go wrong with either one. They're nice, both nice. Of course, this here guy, the first version 1, I'm calling them version 1, version 2. The first one, the version 1, is a perennial favorite figure in the X Plus group, not just of the Sakai, but overall a perennial favorite for collectors is this 91. I mean, if you look at him, his face, it's very nicely done. From his way his face looks, his nice, very nice closed mouth there. It's really, really cool. Really cool how they did it. Very stern looking look on his face. Nice, very nicely done with the closed mouth on it too. Sculpting of his skin, of course, tree bark skin, dark gray, charcoal gray in color, just from head to toe, from tip of his nose to the tip of his tail. It's a very, very nicely done figure. Captures the 91 very well. It's got that static Heisei stance for the Godzilla. Seems like every Heisei Godzilla just about has kind of this stance. But it is a really good rendition of the 91. Nicely done with the dorsal plate action there. Dull bonish light gray on the outer tips, and then the darker charcoal gray with the bumpy texture there on the dorsal plates. Nice 3 rows of dorsal plates. Of course, they start almost at the tip of the tail and get bigger. It's just a nicely done figure. Toenails, claw nails, nicely done. Almost a dirty brown, light brownish color, really, to me, it looks like. They're really cool. He's a really good capture of the 1991 Godzilla. And like I said, a lot of people in the X Plus group really, really love this figure. You can see, in my opinion, really does capture the Heisei Godzilla and the 91 in particular. And I can see why people love this figure. On the other hand, the 91 version 2 here, actually I like this figure just because of the pose. The pose is way more dynamic on it. He's taking a step, really, actually. His left foot is kind of off of the ground, just slightly the heel. And his right foot is forward. So I just love the pose. And the worst thing about this figure was the tail stand they gave you. It was kind of ridiculous. Real shoddy, in my opinion. I mean, these solid vinyl stands, there's nothing wrong with those. I love those, but It was a real flimsy looking thing like they gave you for like the 30 centimeter Jet Jaguar with the, and I just didn't like it, and I probably still got it somewhere, but I don't use it. As you can see, I just use, this is the Rick, so it's a light up dorsal plates. I just use the battery pack standing on its edge like that, and as you can see, it stands in perfectly for a tail stand. That's what I just use as a tail stand from day one when I got it, because that thing they gave you, that was really the worst thing about it. But like I said, this is just like this version 191. Very nice sculpting of the tree bark skin. Very nice sculpting of the head and stuff and the face. Of course, he's an open warring mouth. Nice detail there with the tongue and the mouth inside. It's just really nicely done. To me, it looks just about like this other 91, just with the open mouth, really. Just projects more aggressiveness with the warring open mouth, of course. But it's really a nicely done figure. Like I said, the dorsal plates here on the outer, or on this one, of course, are translucent because it's a light up. So it's pretty nicely lit up when it's lit up. So it's nicely done. Really cool, must say. Really both nice figures. You can't go wrong with either one of these. I actually like this version 2, to be honest. I'm one of the minority, I'm sure, but I love the version 2 91 Sakai, just because of its dynamic pose and just the way it looks like he's charging forward to attack. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with this one. Like I said, I'm probably in the minority here, but I do like, just because of this difference in the nice pose of this version 291. It just really portrays a really dynamic stance to this figure, and I really do love it. And it's really cool. But these are both really nicely done figures. Can't go wrong with them. The Sakai line in general was really nicely done, detailed figures. I know people are probably getting their 93 30 centimeter figures, and that thing looked pretty neat too. Even the regular 30 centimeter line has come a long way as far as details. But the Sakais have always had it pretty much, as far as details and accuracies and little nuances that some of the other lines just didn't partake in. But these two are winners, and they're awesome. And I really enjoy both of them rather a lot, but I just, for some reason, do choose this version 2, just because of his the dynamics of his pose and the way he is in attack mode. That's what I would call it, because he's pressing forward in this pose. I really love it. I love how the tail shoots up in the air. It's really neat. All right, y'all can comment below if you like. I'll bring the camera closer for a close-up of these two here momentarily. Y'all can comment below which Sakai of these two do you prefer. I'm sure the majority will swing toward the version 1. There might be a few more people out there that like the version 2 with me, but I do enjoy both of them. But I do, for some reason, I think it's just the pose mainly. I do really do swing toward that version 2. Y'all can comment below and let me know your feelings on this. If you like the video, like it please and comment. This is Bill the Kaiju King from my collection room here in Greater Cincinnati. I don't want to wish y'all a blessed day. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you again real soon.